There was a man by the name of Eric Little, or Eric Liddell, who lived in the early 1900s. And early on in his life, he was an athlete, and he competed in the races in the Olympic Games in Paris, France. He ended up winning a gold medal in one of those races. Later on in life, he became a missionary to China, and he gave his life just fully and completely to those people. The people loved him. Unfortunately, the Chinese government began cracking down. This was during the time of, I think it was the Second World War began happening, and the Chinese began cracking down on the foreigners who were living in China. And Eric was in the middle of all that, and he was gathered up along with other foreigners and put in what we would basically call a concentration camp. And this is where he spent the rest of his days. He eventually died of a complication from a brain tumor while he was in this concentration camp. The conditions were brutal, and the food was scarce, but Eric had such a wonderful heart to minister to the people there and the other foreigners. And he would teach the children some science classes and other classes as well. He would organize games for people just to kind of boost morale. He taught Bible classes to people of all ages, and they knew that when Eric taught that they would all come because they loved his teaching. They loved him teaching from the Word of God. So what can be said about Eric is that he was a gentle man who loved the Lord and loved people. Eric's favorite song was this, "Be Still My Soul." Toward the end of his life, he would be known to say this. He says, "It has been a wonderful experience to compete in the Olympic Games and to win a gold medal." He said, "But since I've been a young lad," he's from England, by the way, "but since I have been a young lad," he says, "I have had my eyes on a different prize." You see, each one of us is in a greater race than any I have run in Paris. And this race ends when God gives out medals. Amen. We'd like to sing for you and play for you this song. Be still, my soul, the Lord is on thy side. Bear patiently the cross of grief or pain. Leave to thy God